Put the money in the bag. Put it in! You're facing the wrong way, sir. Alright! Give me the money! Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
SpongeBob. SpongeBob, I was just SpongeBob, I was joking!
So Gator, I got a present for you. It's a Tinkle plush.
Nice.
He loves it!
Testing. Hello, lovely people. Here to you, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild Korok hunting. It's been a while. It has certainly been a while since we've done one of these things. But today we're gonna be hunting down the Koroks for across the lake region, and I'm gonna let you know right now, just straight up, this is gonna take multiple streams to finish because there are 92 Koroks in this region. It's quite a lot in here. So I'm just gonna gather up my notes real quick to make sure everything's working properly. How's everybody doing today? You having a nice day? Did you brush your teeth? Did you pet a puppy? Have you pet a puppy today? If not, that's okay. I don't like puppies. Alright, so without further ado, we got our notes set up for the first couple Koroks we'll be hunting in this episode. So those of you who haven't been watching these streams, well, basically what we'll be doing is that we're using this to record footage to eventually record Let's Plays and stuff like that. I hear my voice echoing. I hear my voice echoing, but I don't know where it's coming from. I left my phone on. I left my phone audio on and things like that. That would be the answer to that question. But anyway, yeah, let's go back into the video. So basically, what we'll be doing is that we'll be recording footage to hunt for the Koroks and things like that, and using that to edit a montage. Ah, shiny! Shiny, 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 shiny! Shiny! Ah, that'll be a great clip to start with the video with. But yeah, letting you know right now, there are 92 Koroks across this stream, across this region. So this is going to take a while for us to finish. I don't think that... Is it capturing my game audio? Okay, I think it's capturing my audio. Alright, let me know how the audio bouncing is for this stream, because I can't check that easily while recording these. So if anyone out there is able to let me know if the game audio needs to be turned down or turned up or whatever, that'd be nice. Oh yeah, that waterfall just popped into existence. It is going to be interesting to see this running on Switch 2. I'm going to say that right now. So, in between streams, the Switch 2 kind of became a major thing. Okay, so I wasn't super on board with the idea of a Switch successor coming out so soon, because even though the Switch came out in 2017, it still feels like that's still fairly recently, even though that was 8 years ago. So, there's a part of me that feels like it's a little bit too soon, but yeah, there are definitely games that would benefit from Nintendo having a 4K system and things like that, so that'd be nice. I will say, though, there's a lot of things about the Switch 2 that have been confirmed that I'm not super happy about. We'll probably talk about that a little bit more on stream, but as for right now, I want to get the shiny. I want to get the shiny. I want to get the shiny. The shiny would be my friend. The shiny would be my friend. Hello, shiny, my old friend. Ow. I was adjusting how I was sitting and my foot hit my desk. I think this is my first... Okay, actually no, this is my second stream in this office. The first one was the Switch 2 reaction stream. And I was going to make a highlight for that, but really, there was just nothing during that stream that I felt was really all that exciting. Maybe a GameCube when that was announced, but like Mario Kart World just seems fine, and I don't really have a lot of opinions on the Donkey Kong game, so. And now we will claim our shiny! Yay, shiny! So I'm gonna get back over here. We're gonna do the proper stream intro for the Let's Play video thing. We'll be like, hello, here, do you look back to all that stuff. So that's basically what we're going to be doing. Hello here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In today's video, it's time for us to start hunting the Koroks across the lake region. And as you can probably tell by the length of the video, there's a lot in this region. There are 92 Koroks here. When we're watching the stream, yeah, it's gonna take multiple streams for us to get all of them. So that's gonna be a fun time for everybody involved. By everybody involved, I mean me, because I'm the one who's gonna be streaming this. But starting off with our first Korok of the day. Ew, look at that. Look at that. That is a thing. That is a thing for us to do. So, somewhere around this general vicinity, there should be some kind of thingamabob. Where is the thingamabob? I would like to solve the thingamabob. Is that the thingamabob over there? I think so. Alright, so it's making like it's like a capital I symbol with a couple extra dots on the top right. And for this one over here, if we could swim a little faster, that'd be nice. Okay. So this over here, I see. Okay, we want to take out these choo-choos, because, there's people in the stream chat! Hi, stream chat! My reaction might be a little slow. I apologize, I don't know how long you've been there. Hi, stream chat people, how you doing? I'll look at it after I finish getting this Korok. It's a Korok. It's the most wonderful Korok of the day. Serving it up Gary's way. That fell in the water. That fell in the water. Please tell me I can still get it. Please tell me I can still get it. Okay, everything is fine. Everything is fine. It can't reach. Righty then, this is gonna be a little bit of a predicament. Hi, Koroks Gaming. Do it all one stream. You cannot go to sleep until you get all the seeds in this area. Hi, stream player. How have you been doing? Hope you're doing okay. I know things lately have been a bit rough, but hopefully things will turn around for you. Jump. Alright. We're doing this the smart way. We're doing this the smart way, using our brain smarts. And we did it! Ahaha, you found me! Bye! Alright, now is a super fun time where we get to make a timestamp on our notes. Koroks says, just got here, don't worry, Gator. Don't worry about the future, it's alright. Xenoblade X came out on Switch recently, I haven't played it yet. I told myself that I was gonna wait until I finished Xenoblade 3, but then I started playing Xenoblade 3 again, and I got stuck on a boss fight that was really annoying, so I haven't gotten around to it. It's really annoying too, because Xenoblade 2 has an awesome difficulty setting, but Xenoblade 3 doesn't have it, and I just keep thinking, if Xenoblade 3 just had it, I could beat this stupid boss. Alright, what does my notes say about this next one? So many birds! Hi, birds! Ah, lily pads. Okay, there are gonna be lily pads down there. Alright, this timestamp, 15 minutes, 7 seconds. The waterfall over there was where the previous Korok was, and our next one... Ooh, it's a lily pad. Hi, lily pad, how you doing? Haha, you found me! Bye-bye! Our Korok count is 420. That's a funny number, apparently. I didn't know what 420 meant until like 2 years ago. Next one. What's the next one? Next one is yellow. Did we not? That's only our second one. What happened to our yellow stamp? Okay, you're supposed to be over here. Alright, let's set up that timestamp in our notes for the previous thingy. It's 15:07. You got a new job starting in June? Hopefully it goes well. I know like rideshare is like not the most reliable job in the world and things like that, so hopefully whatever you're doing next will treat you a lot better. I will say the day that I never had to take an Uber again is gonna be the happiest day of my life, because I've had a lot of trouble with it these past couple years. Alright, so my original plan when I moved here was that I was just gonna use Uber for a couple months while I save up for a car. And then I realized that reality was a thing, and bills are expensive, and it takes longer than expected to save up for stuff. So, yeah, that was not a fun time. But hopefully, soon I'll be able to get a car. Alright, the timestamp for this one. What's the timestamp? It's going to be 17:23. Hi, Bridge. We're gonna be using you a lot for our visual take two. Hi, Bridge. Wait, what's the bridge called again? Bridge of Hylia. Hi, Bridge of Hylia. How you doing? You do something different to your face? You don't have a face because you're a bridge. Anyway, let's move on. So this right here, a metal ball goes into the tree. That was sarcastic. That was the sarcasm. Boy, are we so happy to see you guys. Boy, are we so happy to see you guys. Man, I wish I had the Korok facing the other way so I could have faced the bridge. That would have been a good thumbnail. $17.23 was our previous timestamp. Alright, now for the next one. Yeah, I was talking a little bit about Switch 2 recently. So I do still plan to get it, but my thing was that I was like all excited to get it, but then I saw Mario Kart World was going to be $80, and I was all like, okay, I'm going to hold off on it for a bit, because there's like not really a whole lot of games at launch that I actually want to get. So I'm going to wait until Splatoon 4 officially happens. I might get it sooner though, because like GameCube Online looks awesome, but yeah, as of right now, I'm not going to get one at launch. Timestamp 1925. Up above that hill over there was where the previous Korok was, and our next one is going to be located over here. It's move this around. We're bringing it around town. Then we do this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Ah! It's a giraffe! And the next Korok is super duper close by, so we just run on over here. Running around at the speed of sound. Got places to go and something about a rainbow. Get on the thing. Get over the thing. Get over the thing. Get over. Get over. There we go. And there's a rock. You found me. Bye. I'll never get tired of dropping the rocks on the Koroks. Alright, setting up the timestamp and looking at other stamps. Yeah, it is insane that games are so expensive now. And here's the thing. So, okay, I'm not entirely against the idea of games going up in price. Like $70, really pushing it for new games, but, you know, the game development nowadays is really expensive, so I'd rather pay more upfront than having to pay DLC later. But then here's the thing. Why is Mario Kart, of all things, the one that's going to be $80? It's like, even if that game was $40, and even if that game was like $40 or whatever, they would still make billions off of sales, even without DLC. So it just seems really scummy that that's the one of all things that they're gonna use to like start charging more for games and things like that. And it's like even with Tears of the Kingdom, even with how massive that game is, I don't think that game is worth $70 because yes, it's a new game, but it's still an asset reset, an asset reusing game of a game that already existed. So it was like an asset reusing sequel. So I don't think it was worth $70 when it came out. Especially after I played it and realizing, oh, I don't like this as much as Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that kind of soured my opinion on that whole thing. And this talks about Grand Theft Auto 6 being $100 at launch. And when I see that, I see people trying to justify like, oh, it's Grand Theft Auto. It's definitely going to be worth $60. No! No game at launch is worth $100. It's like, even if they remade Link's Awakening and Earthbound. No, even if that was a perfect remake. No, that's, no. Is there a treasure chest in here? Oh, there's a treasure chest in here! There's a treasure chest! Hi, treasure chest! That went through the ceiling. Opal! Okay, we got Pokemon Diamond. We got Pokemon Pearl. Where is Pokemon Opal? Alright, this one's gonna be a little tricky because I want to get a good reference point before starting this one. Alright, that's a good starting point. Timestamp. What is the timestamp? 23... 2319. 2319! We have a 2319! Cobra says they're still gonna charge more for DLC Gator. Maybe not exactly for Mario Kart, but Pokemon games. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. We'll talk about this more in a moment. When Pokemon starts charging $80 and they still don't have the full Pokedex, that's gonna cause a lot more problems than Sword and Shield. I'm gonna say that right now. Hi, Bridgeophilia again. And look, we have a pony back there. Hi, pony. How you doing? But over in this direction, there's gonna be a tree that's hollowed out and stuff, and there's gonna be a flower. Where did the flower go? Flower? 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 Where did the flower go? There you go. We found the flower! Now we go over here. And And we lost it again. Where did the stupid flower go? Where's the flower? Where did this flower go? Where is it? Flower? Flower? Hello, flower? 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 Alright, it'd be nice if I can get in there. Okay, where did this stupid flower go? Normally the flowers for the Korok puzzles, they're really good at keeping them in a spot where you'll see them easily. I do not see this stupid flower anywhere. Uh-huh. Okay, collect it down here. Is anyone up there? There it is! My goodness! That like blended into the shadows over there. That was not fun to deal with. Okay, we're back on track. We're back on track. We're back on track. We're back in time. And we did it! Yay! You found me. Shut up, Korok. I've had worse day than you. Ah, I see sparklies. Sparklies! Sparkly! Sparkly! Shiny! 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 Haha! You found me! Bye-bye! Also, that previous Korok was at the end of this tree path from the previous one. This area looks really cool and all. I have a bad taste in my mouth though now because that one Korok, the flowers were not fun to deal with. This area looks really pretty. And soon it's going to look even prettier with 4K Switch 2 goodness. Which I'll not get out launch because it doesn't have Splatoon yet. Timestamp 2802. Can you imagine if they did that? $40 Kanto DLC for Let's Go Johto. I've been wanting Let's Go Johto to be a thing forever and it never happened. We will never speak of this tree again. It looks cool though, but we will never speak of it again. And over in this general vicinity, there's going to be another one of these thingies. We're going to see a lot of these metal boulder thingies that need to go inside trees. What exactly is the purpose of this anyway? Is there like some real world application that involves putting a ball and chain into a tree? That's not something that I feel like you'd find naturally in the wild. Next one's gonna be the green one. Timestamp 2905. Oh, it's gonna be one of the slidey slides. It's not just a boulder. It's a rock. A rock. It's a great, big, beautiful rock. Oh, the pioneers used to drive these babies for miles, and it's in great shape. I'm very glad that it stopped when it did. If that went any further, that would have not made the life of me very happy. Oh yes, this is the thing. My brain is kind of on Tears of the Kingdom at the moment because I admittedly played the game a little more recently than this one. Alright, come on. Oh yeah! Speaking of Tears of the Kingdom, insane story. I found that game used at GameStop for $40. It's like, I went to this GameStop with $60 in my mind because I was gonna go get a game. I couldn't find that game, but then I saw Tears of the Kingdom for $40 and a Sephiroth amiibo for $20. That is like the best deal that I've ever seen in GameStop ever. And the next time that I went to the GameStop, I found the Pyra and Mithra amiibo for $30 and the female Corrin amiibo for like $15. I've seen both of them go on sale online for like $100 each. But I found both of them for so low. Ah, I love that GameStop. It's probably the only good GameStop now. Die, goat! Alright, so now we got these. Burp. Burp. Burp, 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 burp. Oh, I want the camera to face the other way. I was trying to get the camera to face the other way so the bridge would be in the background, because that would be a good thumbnail! Die, Korok! Now for more timestamps. Prior Switch Pokemon games are $40, 2 console gens later are double in price, and now without a complete Pokedex and no post-game. Yeah, well, we'll talk about that. Let's talk about that for a second. So, okay, I think Sword and Shield are a fine game. Like, I had fun when I played through them. The fact that it still didn't have a full Pokedex, even with DLC, really rubs me the wrong way, because they're charging more for less content. And then Scarlet and Violet happen, and not only do they still not have a full... Wait, these two timestamps look the same. Okay, there are 2 Koroks in this area. Okay. So, not only do you still not have the full Pokedex after 2 generations, but... Man, okay, that's a big tangent. I could go on, but it just really rubs me the wrong way that they're charging more for less. I never played Scarlet and Violet. I heard decent things about it, but the fact that it was released for the game was out for so long before like any meaningful like patch to fix the game's problems happened. I don't think they still fixed them, because like I know this game is like a nightmare for people to speedrun, and a lot of dedicated speedrunners gave up on it because like they never patched out the problems that were killing so many runs in that game. Where's my Diet Dr. Kelp? Don't tell me you forgot my drink! Then you return Tears of the Kingdom to GameStop and they give you 5 credits. No, on GameStop they probably would. This is such a pretty game! This is such a pretty game. Now, what's the timestamp? Timestamp 33:56. Oh, this is such a pretty game! What also makes it pretty are the sparklies! There are 2 sparklies down here, and we like sparklies around here. Alright, shiny, 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 shiny. So if you need help collecting the shinies, these ones, they typically run along the same course. So if you just follow them for a little bit and try to memorize like their running pattern, eventually you'll get the hang of it. Eventually you'll figure out their pattern and you can cut them off partway through. And in theory, they want to be over here and mine. Mine, 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 mine. Mine. Alright, sure. Next one's up here for a reason. I'm gonna jump cut over, not jump cut, I'm gonna teleport over there so that we don't have to worry too much about the stamps disappearing if we walk near them. But yeah, I've been wanting to give Tears of the Kingdom another chance because my first experience with that game was kind of hell. I'm gonna say that right now. My first experience with Tears of the Kingdom was not a pleasant one at all, and I kind of resent the game for a lot of stuff that happened around that time. But like lately, I've been okay. So the first copy of the game that I got, my sister Mini Beanie and I, we were doing this thing where we had our profiles on each other's Switches so that whatever digital games I got, she could play on her Switch and vice versa. So around her birthday, I got her the download, like a Switch voucher code thing. It's that thing where you get 2 digital Switch games for $100, so you save like $20, which is a fairly decent deal. Which they're not doing for Switch 2 because they want to charge everybody $80 now. But that's a story for another time. So the games that she chose were Tears of the Kingdom and Mario Party Superstars. We never got a chance to play Mario Party, unfortunately, but she made it pretty far into Tears of the Kingdom. But yeah, that whole situation made me kind of resent Tears of the Kingdom after a while. So I have the digital version on my Switch, and that $40 cartridge. It's really nice too because like it even has the box art and everything. So I just could not pass up that deal because I knew I would never find it at that low of a price ever again. So I was able to get it, and I'm thinking if I like playing it on the cartridge, like an actual physical version of the game, it's gonna make it a lot easier for me to like the game now because I've noticed that whenever I play a game digitally, I have a hard time getting into it. I don't know exactly what it is, but like I was playing Hogwarts Legacy recently, and I was really enjoying the game, but for whatever reason, I was just having a hard time getting into it. But when I got Pikmin 4, I got that as a cartridge, and I was like, alright, I'm really liking this. I like physical cartridges in my video games. Hey, how you doing? He was trying to pick up his buddy's head. Oh, too bad for you, buddy old pal. I feel like giving you the worst headache in the world. That headache is death. Alright. Timestamp. 38:19. Physical media is best, even though I do own a lot of digital games nowadays. Yeah, I do own a lot of digital games, especially compared to a couple years ago. But I just have a lot more fun playing a game if I have it physical. Off in the distance over there, that's the... Owie! Hey, do you mind? I'm trying to do a thing. I'm trying to do a Let's Play thingy. Have you ever tried doing a Let's Play thingy? No, because they're dead. Okay, so now we're going over this way. On the other side of these rocks are the bridge and the stuff. And I'm leaning a bit further back in my chair. I apologize for that. Okay, now let's do this actually. Let's go like this. We're going to basically try to get this into the thing over there. That would have been sweet if it was the first try, but it wasn't. Actually, wait, hold on, wait. Oh my god! Ah! First try, bitches! Oh man, when I saw that, I was dreading it. When I saw that, I was not looking forward to getting that one, but oh yeah! Oh, that was epic! That was more epic than Mickey! I apologize for being loud right there. Yay! Hopefully people can still hear. Alright, this next one, timestamp's gonna be 4022. 4020. Okay, when I say timestamps like that, I'm keeping like a notepad file on hand so that when I go to edit this video, I don't have to like skim through like hours of footage to get to what I'm looking for. I could just look at a timestamp and be like, oh, at this point in time is when we get a Korok. Oh yeah. It's just like a fun editing thing that's making it a lot easier to get through these things. Hello, Bridge of Hylia, and hello, Funbox. Funbox, small and square and dark. A Funbox, check out this cool Funbox, yay! Okay, that didn't work out exactly as I would have liked. You know what, let's fight these guys. We haven't fought too many bad guys recently. And if you watched the video that came out today, which was a fun time all around for everybody. Actually, the video came out yesterday, but still, it was a trial of the sword for people who are watching. Yeah, nice sword right there. That's the thing that we got in the video recently. All right. That's not what I was looking for, but we'll take the shiny. We'll take the shiny. You know what? Yep. The shiny, it's a good shiny. I like a good shiny, except the inventory is full. Bye, Great Floss Blade. And hello, Funbox. Alright, after we done like a fun little massacre, now we're going over here, and there are these boxes over here. Alright, so we got that shape right there. So what are we going to do about that? Well, somewhere around here, there should be a metal box of boxness. Somewhere around here. Somewhere, maybe. Oh dear, look at those deer. Might take me a moment to find it. But yeah, going back to the Pokemon thing. Yeah, hopefully... Oh, it's right here. Ah, we found the box! What's inside the box? What's inside the box? You found me! Me! Yeah, going back to the Pokemon thing. So, yeah, I'm really hoping with the next ones they put more effort into them because, like, okay, so having a post game or not, it's not a big deal for me personally because, admittedly, I've never actually finished a Pokemon game before, so I've never seen what their post games are like in person. But, like, it would be nice to have more to do after you finish the main story because, like, people like playing your game. Give them a reason to keep playing your game. Alright, what does my notes say about this Korok? I don't remember exactly what it's for. Ah, we have to behind boulders. The boulder is conflicted. This area is so cool. We'll have a link on at some point or whatever to the video that. Okay, I'm gonna try that. Okay. I got distracted because we're going the wrong way for a moment. But basically, in the Let's Play video, I'm gonna have like a card on the corner of the screen that'll take people to the episode, the previous episode where we came to this place. The Spring of Courage looks so cool. I love this area so much. On the Let's Play version of this, on the card on the corner of the screen, you'll see a card thingy that'll take you to the video where we came here before. But this area is cool. The springs in general are awesome in this game. They look so epic. Okay, so somewhere around here should be blow-upable boulders. Okay, you're for something else in a moment. Where are those boulders? It might take me a while to find it. Alright, so when we go across this area, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about Switch 2 in general. I guess this is our Switch 2 reacts and discussing thingy. So yeah. My big problem right now with the Switch 2, so the game's being expensive, yeah, that's a problem. I feel like my big problem with it though is that we don't really know that much about Nintendo's first party lineup for the system yet. Because like they had so much time during their Switch 2 Direct to showcase their first party games. But they only really showed games that are either getting ported to Switch with a couple enhancements or whatever. And like that's fine and all, but when that's all you're relying on, why buy your new system when like it's all literally just ports of stuff on the previous one? And like sure, more stable frame rates, that's fine. But having like an app integration into Breath of the Wild is not gonna make me want to buy your game again. So like in terms of like the first party offering for like exclusive Switch 2 games, currently at the moment, we only know about Donkey Kong Bonanza, Mario Kart World, and that weird tech demo thingy that they should have had bundled with the system in the first place. So, like that's pretty much it. Everything else, Metroid Prime 4, Pokemon Legends EA, those are all confirmed for Switch 1, and yeah, they're gonna have Switch 2 versions as well, but those aren't specifically from the ground up for Switch 2. And I think that's kind of like my big problem with it right now, is that why should I care so much about this new console when you're not really showing me the games to get excited for? But like with the third party stuff, I feel like the third party, that's where it's going to be a lot more interesting. Because they have some pretty heavy-hitting games confirmed already. They have Final Fantasy VII Remake announced, and they're teasing Rebirth and maybe Part 3 as well. I don't care about Cyberpunk, but that's a pretty big one to have confirmed for Switch 2. Where is this stupid boulder? There's supposed to be bombable boulders over here, but I can't find it anywhere. Okay. I'm pulling up my notes so I can read a little bit more into this. Alright. Alright. Let's go. Using Pikachu. So yeah, that's the kind of the big reason why I'm saying right now that, yeah, as cool as Mario Kart World looks, it's not making me want to buy the system. And, oh, there it is. Okay. yeah, it's not making me want to buy the system at the moment. So even though GameCube Online looks really cool and all the third-party stuff is going to be really fun to play handheld, I'm going to wait until Splatoon 4 is a thing. So it's going to be a little hard to see in the rain because of the rain. But down there is the Spring of Courage, and the Spring of Courage is super awesome. But over here, there is a bombable boulder, and it took me freaking forever to find this stupid thing. So let's go over here and finally claim our sweet, sweet reward. Boom! Explosions! Yay! Explosions! And underneath is a rock. Hey, you found me! Bye-bye. Timestamp for that one was 15 minutes, 5 seconds. Did I not make a timestamp for the previous one? Okay, I don't remember what my timestamp was for the Korok 14. That's gonna be fun. I'm just gonna guess 45 seconds-ish. Gerber says, I may not be a furry, but I'm totally into humanoid alien chicks. What would that be called? I don't know what that would be called, but it reminds me of a joke that I said to a friend a couple years ago. There's just so many Pokemon nowadays. I don't care. I want them all in one game. But yeah. There was somebody we knew a couple years ago. I'm saying we in a general sense. Like me and a couple people I know. But so this friend group, we would talk about this one person who was like super into Avatar, and this person in general mentioned how like they were attracted to the Na'vi in Avatar, and like that's fine if that's what you're into, that's totally okay. But at one point we were like talking about this person and wondering what it would be called, because like you have furries out there. What would it be called if you were attracted to the Na'vi in Avatar? I'm really happy with myself for coming up with this on the spot. But without skipping a beat, I was all like, blurry! Because they're blue. It's like a furry. It's funny. And the last one's going to be down here. Alright, so I think after this batch of Koroks, we're going to see how we feel after that. Because currently we're about to get our 20th Korok. There's 92 in total in this region. Grabber this. Oh, that avatar. What do we know what to say for Korok 16 again? Okay, this one's in the tree. Or no, it's in the dragon head. Alright, alright. Timestamp 52, 47 seconds. Hi, Spring of Courage again. This one's raining. It's raining at the moment, so it's gonna be a little tricky for us to get to the top of. We need to get to the top of this thing. You get to the top of this situation. And it's not raining anymore. Yay! We did it! We can control the weather. Whether the weather be cold, or whether the weather be hot. Well, whether we like it or not. That's something that my acting teacher a couple years ago would say to get everybody's like vocal ranges prepped up before speaking lines. And that stupid tongue twister has been in my mind ever since then. Me. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. And there are some blocks over here. Alright, so we got these ones. And now the question is, where are the other ones? I'm looking around. I'm looking at my notes for a moment so I can figure this one out. Before I forget, I'm going to put the timestamp thing in. 42, 47, and this one, we'll add that later. Alright, that's what I was thinking. I didn't want to look around this place for a moment before making the mistake, but yeah, this next Korok, there's going to be like a 2-block puzzle things. They're both going to be on the hands of this thing. And the timestamp this time around, it's 55:10. The previous Korok was on top of that tree over there, and this next one is going to be located on the hands of the dragon statue. So we have this one right here. Looks like it's missing a spot. So let's go check out the other side of the statue to see what the other one would look like. So that one right there kind of looks like a ring with the top corner part missing. So if we get over here, we could see... Oh! Ooh. Ah. Okay, we want to move this one around. Try to be careful with this so we don't drop the metal thing, because that would be bad. That would not be very good. That'd be bad. Okay. Alright, we dropped it. We dropped it. I didn't want to drop it, but we dropped it. Alrighty then. That's gonna make things a little less convenient for us, because there's bad guys everywhere. Ah, I'm running away. Running away like a little sister baby. Okay, fine. You know what? You want to fight? You'll get it. You want to fight? You'll get it. Ah, you... Okay. Okay. I see you over there too, buddy old pal. What caused you to explode? Wait, what caused you to explode over there? Oh, wait. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. I thought I was being cool. I thought I discovered something cool. Okay, my brain face was telling me that... Okay, I'm stupid. My brain face was telling me that we only had like a regular arrow equipped. It didn't say that we had bomb arrows equipped, so I thought that firing an arrow into their bomb arrows was making it blow up, but no, it's not as cool as that. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go over here, and all I want is a stupid Korok. Is that too much to ask? Evidently so, because those offals are still being meanie poopy faces. Alright. It only took an eternity, but we finally got it over here. We did it. We did it. Okay, let's get this stupid Korok. You better appreciate it! You found me. Me. Alright, timestamp 58:16. 58:16. Alright. Whew. Alright, let's look for the next one. Let's look for the next one. It's over here. It's not that far. Okay. Is it the green one or the yellow one? It's the yellow one that's next. Alrighty then. So how's everybody doing today? Are you having a nice day? Did you eat breakfast? Did you eat lunch? Did you skip dinner? Or have you had dinner yet? Or are you planning to have dinner at a future point in time? I haven't had dinner yet, but at some point I will. My mind says I'm going to do that after the stream's over. Because eating food is important. Okay, where is the... Ah, I see, says the gator. Alright, timestamp. 59:16 seconds. Ah, circly birds! Hi, circly birds! And over there is going to be where the dragon head statue was a moment ago. And as we look around these ruins, we'll see all these rocks are in the corner, except for this one. That one's just kind of standing there minding its own business. Like Boulder, who do you think you are? What makes you think you're so special that you should be on this pedestal? Clearly this guy has some issues. Alright, and we knocked you over. But we didn't quite get you into the thing. This is gonna be a fun time. Alrighty then. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Okay. Oh, that's close enough. We just barely nudged it and it counted. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. I will gladly take that. That timestamp was 59, 16 seconds. 59, 16. And with the next one. But yeah, in general, things have been pretty decent, alright, so far. Yeah, okay, so the Switch 2, I am excited for it. It's just, it kind of didn't leave a good first impression. Like, I will say that teaser trailer where they just had the console running around and things like that, with the Joy-Con being like little mice and things like that. That first trailer didn't really hit as well as the first trailer for the original Switch, and I feel like they kind of dropped the ball with the early marketing for the system. I'm not ready to give it up quite yet because there's still plenty of time for the Switch 2 to have great games. And I'm sure by the end of the system's lifespan, the Switch 2 will have great games. It's just right now I'm not really feeling the excitement for it. Timestamp, 1 hour, minute, 37 seconds. I'm gonna make note of that before I forget.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Daruk's protection is now ready to roll.
Alright. We meet again, Bridge of Hylia. For the last time! Or not. Alright, so over here. Okay, fine, Bridge of Hylia. You know what? We'll still be on good terms for now, because I still need you as a landmark for future Koroks. But mark my words. Mark my words, you better watch your back. Okay, why couldn't this Korok face the other way? That would have been a good thumbnail. Okay, can I backtrack a little bit, actually? Okay, how many Koroks do we have right now? With 437. Yeah, I'm gonna reload the save because I want the Korok to face the other way because that'd be a really good thumbnail. Alright, and how many Koroks do we have at the moment? Alright, yeah, so it is just the one that we missed. Or didn't get. Alright, take 2. Let's go grab that Korok again, because I want a better thumbnail. I don't know if I would do this again if we ever get around to making Tears of the Kingdom videos. A part of me says yes, but at the same time, I don't know what my life will look like at that point in time, because that's definitely a ways in the future. I definitely do want to let's play other 3D Zelda games first, but I don't know if I'll ever get around to Tears of the Kingdom anytime soon. Hi, Bridge of Elden! How you doing? We're getting this Korok again because you were facing the other way. Let's see if we'll face with the bridge behind you. Yay! The bridge is behind you! Okay, we could probably get a better shot with another Korok. But you know what? I'll take it. I'll take this victory.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Daruk's protection.
It's gonna be amusing that during the Treehouse presentations for this game, they were using the forest areas as a way to show the Switch 2 being more like powerful and things like that. I don't think they showed this area specifically, but they did go through the Korok Forest, and that area doesn't always run the best in the world, but it is pretty nice that it's going to be a bit smoother on Switch 2. I think they confirmed that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, like, their special versions are going to be free updates on Twitch 2 if you're a Switch Online subscriber. That's a little lame, admittedly. I mean, fine, whatever. It's cool that at least one of the new Switch editions is free. But, like, okay, this might sound like a silly complaint, but why do we have to pay for the upgrades at all? Alrighty then, where is the next one? It's gonna be around here somewhere. Fish! How many fishies? Fish, 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 fish. We got the fish. Did I mention the fish? Because we got the fish. We got the fishies. They're quite fishy indeed. Did I mention that they were fish? Great, now I gotta keep that stupid thing in the video. Yay, we got the Korok. I'm gonna drop the rock on your head. How do you feel about that? What are you gonna do about it, you punk? Ah, this is such a pretty game. Okay, I kind of want to reset. I want to backtrack a little bit. We can get a better thumbnail for that too. Ah. Okay, this is the last time we're gonna do this. This is the last time we're going to backtrack to try to get a better background for the Korok. I'm really missing an ability that we have in Tears of the Kingdom where we can glide a little faster. I'm definitely missing that ability right now. It's weird because when I play this game, I miss that ability, but when I play Tears of the Kingdom, I miss Rivali's Gale.
Koroks protection is now ready to roll.
So if I can rant about Tears of the Kingdom for a moment, probably one of my least favorite things in the entire game is how they handle the partners in the game. So, going as vague as I can, there's a partner system in Tears of the Kingdom, and the idea of it is really cool, but the way they execute it is so horribly botched, I just don't like using it at all. And it's like, dude, your 3D Zelda games solved this issue 20 years ago. If you could just equip them to a button, like you could with items in the previous games, it would be fine. But no! You have to do the stupid thing where you gotta physically talk to the character to get them to do their ability, but they run around so much and they're never next to you, and the one that you don't want is always next to you. Timestamp, an hour, 7 minutes. So many fishies! So many fishies! Fish, 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 fish. We got the fishies, oh yeah. Okay, now we're gonna be climbing up this waterfall, and somewhere around this general vicinity will be a rock. And yes, I did reset for this one too, so we can get a better background. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. That is such a good shot. Alright, so that is 20 Koroks now. Cobra's like, this is such a pretty game. And now's the time to set up more stamps. So, in terms of other Switch 2 editions that they could do for existing games, I'm curious what they'll do with them in the future, because personally, I don't think this is going to last very long. I think this is going to be like the new Play Control marketing thing they did with the Wii, where they ported some GameCubes over to the Wii with enhanced controls. That didn't last very long though, so I don't see Switch 2 editions lasting super long. They'll probably come out with like another wave of them after launch, but then I don't know, like maybe that'll be it or whatever. I'd be happy to be proven wrong though. Like if I am proven wrong, that'd be fine. But I just don't see it lasting very long. What I think would be really funny, of all games, I'd love to see Tokyo Mirage Assassins get a Switch 2 port, because like just for the fun of it. I have a feeling that if I do eventually Let's Play that game, they're going to announce some kind of either some kind of successor or like a Switch 2 edition of Tokyo Mirage Assassins after Let's Play starts. Because the reason why I didn't do the Wii U Let's Play was because I just knew that if the game was going to come to Switch, it would be announced after I'd already started. And I'm really glad that I didn't, because that's exactly what happened. So, in 2019, my mindset at the time was, okay, a Switch 2 port hasn't been announced. It's probably never going to happen at this point. So, if it doesn't get announced during E3, I'm going to continue playing out this Let's Play with the mindset that's never going to happen. And then literally the next Nintendo Direct was when they announced Tokyo Mirage Assassins Sharp If Encore. I do still want to play that game sometime, because it is one of my favorite RPGs ever. It's just, it's a bit hard for me to figure out which big games I want to do nowadays, because like I have such limited time to actually record games. So, like, and like Tokyo Mirage Assassins would easily be like a 40+ episode project. So it's a little difficult for me to figure out, okay, this is the big game that I want to spend the next couple months working on. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, let's timestamp. Timestamp, an hour, 11 minutes. So here's where we're currently located on the map. I'm going to zoom that out for it's easier for you to see. But yeah, there's not really like a good reference point for us to look at here. So instead we're just going to be looking at the map because I felt like it. And over here, there's going to be some more sparklies, because we like sparklies here. Seeing sparkly though, it's making me think of Tinkerbell from Disney, and now I got Peter Pan on my mind. I love Peter Pan, but I don't like the Peter Pan ride at Magic Kingdom. So, okay, if I can go on a bit of a tangent real quick. Why is that the most popular ride at Magic Kingdom? Or at least one of the more popular ones? It always has a really long wait time. But the ride is just okay. So, okay, I'm probably going to offend a lot of people, but I'm just going to straight up say it. Peter Pan's Flight is my least favorite ride in Disney World. So, my problem with it is, of course, the long lines. I don't mind waiting in line for in line for a ride. I'm okay with that. I usually bring my Switch with me so I can play a game while I'm waiting. What I don't like are 70-minute lines for a ride I don't care about. Because, like, the ride itself, yeah, the feeling of flying is cool, but soaring also exists and it feels a lot better on that ride. And, yeah, the characters look cool, but you got the Little Mermaid ride right next to it. And my problem with it is that they don't really do a good job hiding show scenes in that ride. So there'll be a couple moments where you're on the ride and you see like 2 Peter Pan animatronics because they didn't hide the other one very well. And that stupid mast in front of the boat that blocks your view for like 90% of the ride, it's annoying and I don't like it. But what I do like is this pretty view. Oh, okay, this is the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail. It looks so good. Ah, yeah. Gerber has a Peter Pan ride story to share. I'm excited to hear this one. Alright, where are we going next? We're going this way. The interesting thing about the Little Mermaid ride is that, so, wait, what? Oh, I saw these fairies and I thought the game glitched and that the stuff, like the lily pads in the water, were supposed to be higher. That's a lot of fairies. That's a lot of fairies. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna try to get some of these. Good to know. There's a good fairy grinding spot. Okay, we probably only got one name. Alright, there we go. Alright, so, yeah, the Little Mermaid. They came out with the Platinum Edition like 10, 20 years ago, something like that, for the Little Mermaid. And on that, they had a DVD mock-up for what the Little Mermaid ride was originally going to be like. It was labeled as the ride that never was. So, it looks really cool. And the basic idea was that it's going to use the Peter Pan's fly ride system, where the track is over the car, but it's going to be like a seashell. And so you'll be able to like fly over, you go under the water that way. I like what they did more in the real version of it, where it's more like an omni-mover system, because when you turn backwards and go underwater and get that chill, I feel like that's a lot more immersive than it would have been if you saw the ride track above your head as you're going underwater. Alright, this timestamp, 1 hour 15 minutes. Bridge of Hylia, doo-doo-doo. Bridge of Hylia, doo-doo-doo. Alright, so this one's gonna be another one of those puzzles where we got 3 identical trees, but there's some durains growing on them. And fun fact, this is how I learned that durains grew on trees. Just this exact moment, that's how I learned that. I don't know anything about durians other than the fact that they're spiky, they smell, and apparently they grow on trees. An hour, 15 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, Cobra. It's a short story of it is waiting in line for a long time and then the ride closed down. Oh man, I'm sorry. That always stinks when you're waiting in line for a long time and the ride breaks down. Like, James and I went to Busch Gardens not too long ago. I was in line for like an hour or so for this one roller coaster. And when we're about to get on, the ride breaks down. And I'm like, okay, I've already been here for an hour. I'm going to wait until they fix it. I'm going to be one of the few people who are going to still wait in line because they're going to let me do that. And then it took like another hour or so before the ride actually started working again. And James eventually left the line to do something else. And when I came back to him, he was like, dude, why'd you wait in line for 2 hours? I was like, because I was already in line. What else am I going to do? Alright. Timestamp at 1 hour 17 minutes. Oh, the balloons already spawned. Okay, hi. This is the commentary we're doing. This is the commentary we are doing. I'm very glad that I got some arrows before we started this. Okay, we got one. We got one more. Okay, what's a fun song we can sing while we get these balloons? You want to learn how to tie your shoes? It's a very easy thing to do. Put it on down, we'll give you the scoop. What's that? It's got a loop-de-loop. You gotta pull it in your hands. Go over and under again. You do a loop-de-loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool. One thing I'm really appreciative about right now is that these Koroks seem really close to each other compared to the other regions. So we're about an hour into this and we're like a third of the way through the Koroks already, so that's pretty nice. My current mindset is that after we get to like 30 or something like that, we'll call it quits for the night and then continue with the part 2 or something like that in like a week or so. There's also recently a time where I was on a roller coaster, and So I was waiting in line for like 30 minutes or whatever, and when we were into the part where you're in the garage, that's when the ride broke down. And I was bummed about it at first, but then I saw one of my friends who used to work at Galaxy's Edge. They're working at Roller Coaster now. They were the ones doing the free fast passes for the people who were in line while all that happened. So it was pretty nice to see him again. Yes. Which one? Let's use magnesis. You'll see there's a bunch of... okay. Okay, I would not have figured that out on my own time. Okay, the timestamp's an hour and 20 minutes. Give me the mic because I have to sneeze. I feel a sneeze coming and it's not happening. Go by singing the singing Lion Slaves Tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. There's a crap ton of blocks over here. Okay, in my notes it says that there was blocks underneath the island. I wasn't expecting that many though. So that was a little amusing. Okay, yeah. Ridge of Islands over here if you need a reference point. So let's go over this way. There's a lot of treasure chests under the water over here if you want to take the time to go find them all. I personally do not care one bit, so I will not be doing that. Instead, we're going to get the Korok because that's what the stream is telling us to do. Is there like a Twitch plays Breath of the Wild thing? Because I know there's that for Pokemon, but is there such thing as like a Twitch chat controlling someone's Breath of the Wild playthrough? Because if that is the case, I would love to see what that would look like trying to finish Korok hunting in Breath of the Wild. That'd be a pain. Alright then, this one we're going to destroy that. And we'll see if that... Yay, it worked! Yay! Aha, you found me! Bye-bye! That was Korok 25. And now let's get the next round of stamps ready. Of course, as I remember the Platinum Edition, even though most of them my family owned on VHS. Yeah, it was interesting because we had a lot of the movies already on VHSs. The interesting thing about that though is that the reason why they always said movies were coming out of the Disney Vault was because they wanted to limit how many people could actually buy it, so that they could keep the movies going in theaters. But then they realized that they did make a lot more money just selling the movies on DVD and VHS and things like that, so they were like, okay, let's do this instead. Okay. These are, okay, no mental self, no, these are both under the bridge. I think I messed up. Okay, we're gonna delete those real quick. Yep, I messed up. Okay, so they're supposed to be over here this way. These seem like, in theory, they'll be rather simple to get. Hopefully. Alright, just double checking. This one is on top of the bridge. The other ones are under it. Alright, that's gonna be fairly easy to get. Timestamp, an hour, 23 minutes, 50 seconds. We're gonna teleport to the lake tower, so it'll be easier for us to glide over there. I might also wait out the rain, so that we don't have to, so we can have like a better image. Ooh, excuse me. So we can have a better image looking through the Koroks. Man, we have 500 Koroks. Like, over 500. Man, I know we still have a long way to go, but it feels nice to be almost done with this game. It's like, yes, I know we still have a long, long ways to go before the end of this Let's Play, but just knowing what we still have left to do, we only have a couple more regions of Koroks left to get, and after this one, this is like the big one I was worried about. So, like with this one, was something I was always worried about. Where's our flint? Where is our flint? Okay, never mind, we'll just use a fire arrow. Fire arrow, fire! Okay, we don't have a fire arrow, we'll use an explosive arrow! Boom! That didn't work. Alright, fine. I see how it is. It's not gonna explode. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little break for a moment so I can get some water. Never mind, we're all good. I thought I left my water bottle in the other room, but now we're good. It's all fine. Alrighty then. So, I wanted to make it daytime and all sunny and bright and whatever, but now, even though there's a thing over the ceiling, the arrow wasn't working, and we couldn't set up a campfire. Yeah, that's fun. Let's gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song. Our C-A-M-P-F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G song. And if you don't think that we could sing it faster, then you're wrong. It'll help if you just sing along. C-A-M-P-F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G song. C-A-M-P-F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G song. If you don't think we can sing it faster, then you're wrong. It'll help it, just sing along. So, on top of this... Yay! A Korok! Who would have thought? 444 Korok, that's fun. I need to exchange these soon. I keep telling myself to exchange them soon so that we can actually, you know, get the upgrades we can use them for. But then I never get around to doing it. Yeah, there's a stick right here. Alright. Right. So somewhere around here... Ah! I said somewhere around... Oh! No! Alright, fine. Game, I get it. You don't love me anymore. I really want to make a campfire, because that'd be really nice if we could do that. Okay, maybe the iron shroom. Okay, that might help us. I don't know where our old flint went. Oh, wait, there it is. We found it! We found it! We found it! Oh, it's so glorious. Okay. Let's start a fire. Okay, let's go until morning. Let's go until morning. Hopefully the rain will clear up. Some rain in real life would be nice right now because it's been 90 degrees all week. That's not fun to deal with. I do feel bad though because a couple days ago I was working and it was bright and sunny all day and all the weather apps said that it wasn't going to rain. And then like 10 minutes before closing, it was like pouring down rain. There's thunder in the area. So I felt bad because like none of us had ponchos, and the coordinator at the time, she got soaked trying to help everybody close up the carts and things like that. She was like a superstar that night, so alright, so around here, under one of these, should, in theory, be the next Korok. Gonna look over my notes while we do this. Oh, it was the tree branch that we needed to get. Ah! And it put us back over here! Why wouldn't it? Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? We can just teleport our horse. Why am I dumb? We can teleport our pony, we can just ride across. Why am I so stupid? Alright. Now we are using the smart part of our brain. I don't know why I was trying to be fancy, but I also tend to be stupid, so yeah, those things apparently correlate every now and then. So we're going to be going over this way. We're going to throw away one of our weapons because we're going to need the extra inventory to pick up something apparently. We'll get rid of the Moblin arm because I don't feel like carrying it around. What has an arm ever done for me? Alright, I hope you don't mind if you just wait right there surrounded by enemies. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. The pony, you know what? Nobody will ever hurt a pony. If they do hurt a pony, they're monsters. But somewhere around here should be the next Korok. There it is. Okay, this stupid tree branch. This stupid tree branch. You pick this up, and you get the Korok. Are there any other Koroks in the entire game that require you to pick up a tree branch of all things? That just seems so random. But we did it. What's the timestamp? Hour 32:50. Like I said, it's been the 80s over there. I'm not looking forward to the summer. The summer's gonna suck. Alright, we're still underneath the majesty that is the... that's a balloon up there. Let's do one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Wait, can we make this at the Octorok? That'd be nice if we could do that. Or not. Okay. Alright, I get it. I get it, game. You just don't like me. You just don't like me. Even though I've spent the better half of... over half a decade let's playing you. I get it. You think I smell. I won't take it personally. I'll just cry about it. And over here is gonna be our next one. Whee! Two Koroks, oh yeah. So that should, in theory, have been both of those. Oof, 100-degree weather. That's not fun. Oh, we missed one. We missed one. Okay, there was another one over here. Okay, glad I caught that. So what was the other one we got? There's that one. There's that one. Alright, well, it'll be fine. Okay, we're gonna get this next one, and then... Okay, so I think we might have messed up some of the beacons, but we're going to go grab that next Korok, and then we'll set up the next cycle of the timestamps and stuff. Wait, hold on. What? Wait. YouTube says there are 15 people watching. Wait, hold on. There's people watching. Ah. Okay. For context, I don't stream a whole lot. I haven't streamed in a long time, but the stream count is a bit higher than usual. So, thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate all of you. Hope you're all having a nice evening. I hope you have the best dinner in the world tonight. I hope whatever you want for dinner, that it's going to be super yummy. Okay. Also, I apologize in advance. People, this might be your first time watching one of my streams. I apologize in advance for the random noises I make. That's just a thing that happens when I play video games. If you ever watch my Splatoon videos, I definitely make a lot of weird noises when I play online, when I play that game. Case in point. Alright, so the next Korok. The next Korok is going to be located over here somewhere. Over on the other gates at the end of the bridge, there's going to be a thingy over here. And we can see there's a circle of rocks. They give us a lot of chances for this, so it's pretty nice because I remember this being pretty tricky. So let's see if we can do this. Drum roll, please. And we missed. Take two. Take two. Come on. No, I meant to throw it! I meant to throw it! Why did you drop it, Link? Why did you drop it? No! Should I reload a previous save? That might be a good idea. That might be a good idea. Let's do that instead. I appreciate you, Cobra. Thanks for joining us. Alright then, let's try go around. We're going around town. This would be a good time to actually set up a timestamp. An hour 38 minutes. An hour 38 minutes, sorry. And towards the end of the bridge of Hylia, on this side of the gates, there's going to be all these rocks, and down in the water will be a circle of rocks. Make sure you press the right button. I pressed a couple of wrong buttons before, and that didn't work out very well. Oh, we got it! Yay! You found me! Bye-bye! Whee! Let's try trying to do the epic dive thing, but that didn't work. That didn't work out as well as I would have liked. Okay, now in theory we should have 38 Koroks. Okay, I just did a dum-dum. I appreciate you too, buddy. And we're 38 in 30 seconds-ish. And now for the next round of the stamps. These are going by a bit faster than I thought, but at the same time we've been streaming for like an hour and a half. So... Alright, next up. Boop. And then... Boop. Number 33. It's going to be in down here. One thing I'll say, even though I was planning on a Tears of the Kingdom Let's Play at the moment, I will say, one thing that's kind of making me not want to at the moment is that there's still no good guides on the Koroks for this game. Because like I've been using Zelda Dungeon as the source for like all my information on this game, and they don't have a good Korok guide yet, so that's not the most fun thing in the world. We're gonna teleport back up here, and are those two under the bridge? I'm gonna assume so. Yep, they're under the bridge. Ah, one's on the side of it. I don't have the song on my animation screen yet, but I really love the Mario Party minigame music. That song usually goes through my mind whenever I'm at work and things like that, so... Yeah, like sometimes like I'll be at a car by myself and that song will come to mind, and like I'll just be like... Alrighty then. So somewhere around here should, in theory, be a flower thingy we can look for. Oh, I found it. Okay. Alright, let's look at the timestamp. Let's do the timestamp again. An hour 42 minutes. Over there is going to be the lake tower, and over here is going to be a flower. I don't mean for that to rhyme. Okay, it's fine. It's not fine! Alright, this just got more complicated. Get back onto the thingamabob! Alright. Of course it will put us back down here instead of the place that I actually want to go. That's so considerate. That's so epic. It's almost as epic as Epic Universe. Dude, I'm so excited. So, I'm going to Epic Universe on my birthday this year, and I am so excited. So, like, most of my friends have already gone, because of, like, password previews and things like that. And whenever I talk to them about it, they usually say it's, like, one of the coolest things ever. Like, I'm hearing a lot of really great things about Dark Universe in particular, so, like, I'm really excited to see it for myself. And it's like, I've already seen Super Nintendo World in California, but, like, being able to have a park closer to where I live, it's awesome. Alright. Ah! Ah! I just got back onto the bridge! I just got back on the bridge. Okay, you know what? We're gonna drown Link. Drowning is faster. Drowning is faster than climbing. Where says, imagine a little kid in 28 years playing this game, looking for a guy for the Koroks, and you find you. Man, if somebody does use my videos as a walkthrough, that'd be awesome. Streams can second before you do something stupid in the game. Yeah, I apologize for that. There's not much I can do. There's a bit of a stream delay in the video, like in the montage, like that'd be corrected. But there's not much I can do about that. What am I eating those things for? I can eat a meal. All right, you know what? You want to fight? You're gonna get a fight. You're gonna get a fight, and I'm gonna smack you in the head with the butt. Or you can teleport. I did. Okay. You know what? You know what? How about this? How about the Master Sword? I'm gonna destroy you with the Master Sword, and you're gonna like it. We lost the Green Ruby, but you know what? You know what? It's fine. No! Okay, we saved ourselves. We saved ourselves. Okay. Okay. It's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is all fine and peachy. Everything is awesome. Everything is great. Everything smells like a cupcake. Where did that flower go? Where did that flower go? Wait, where? Okay, there it is. I guess the thing triggered already. But okay, we are going to get this stupid Korok, and we are going to like it. This Korok will be my best friend forever. We're gonna make cupcakes together. We're gonna go to long walks on the treadmill. We're going to go to the sunset. We're going to Disney World. We're going to... Okay, we barely got back on. Okay, this one is at least this one's easier for us to track than the other flower was. That's nice. That is great. That is awesome. Where'd it go this time? Where did it go this time? Okay, there it is. Okay. It's okay. It is okay. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. This is the smoothest that anybody has ever been able to ever get this Korok. You may think this took us a while, but you know what? This is actually a speed run. This is an amazing speed run. And now that we got that one, we can go over here and collect the last one near the bridge. Okay, we did it! We did it, and we never have to do it again! I'm gonna drop this rock on your head and you're going to like it! That took longer than I thought. That took longer than it should have. Alright. I'm gonna look over my notes for a moment before we click these next ones. Oh, these are easy. These will be fine. It'll be fine. Everything is fine. Okay, an hour, 48 minutes. And once again, we are using the Bridge of Hylia as the reference point for this next Korok. So, I will say, there are a lot of Koroks in this region, but it's really nice because they're all so close together. We're just going through a lot of them so quickly. I didn't expect it. I thought we'd still be like somewhere on like the Korok number 20 or something like that at this point. But we're going through these pretty quickly. I'm pretty happy about that. Ooh, sparkly, 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 sparkly! I see sparkly! 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 Mine! Mine, 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 mine! Sparkly! Shiny, 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 shiny! I thought we had something special! Shiny! 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 Yay! Shiny! Man, these two Koroks are literally right next to each other. Oh, that's not gonna be fun. And for this next Korok, like these last three were literally right next to each other. That was super convenient. Go away, you go away, jerk. All right. So now we'll be able to accomplish our destiny. We don't want to hit it too hard, or else it's gonna go flying off in a direction that's not gonna be pleasant. And we did it! We did the thingy, and it was awesome! Whew, we are really breezing through these. Alright, so currently we've been streaming for almost 2 hours at this point. Trying to figure out what would be a good ending point for the stream. Because I'm thinking, technically speaking, I think we could go for all 90 in this region tonight. Because we have 35 of them now, so we're a little under halfway there. At the same time, though, I do work early tomorrow, so I should be responsible and probably not do that. Alright, so we're going to get at least one more batch of Koroks, so we get like an even 40 before we wrap things up for the night. So the next batch is going to be over here. That's the next one. Number 2 is going to be over here. Number 3 is over here. Got number 4 and number 5. That's like right next to the shrine, isn't it? Alright, so after we get this next batch, we're going to figure out, we'll see how we feel after this, and then we'll probably wrap up the stream for the night. This has been a really fun time. I really appreciate, like, everyone watching this. You're all super awesome, so hope you're all having a awesome evening, and if you're playing Pikmin 4, I hope you're having a fun time, because Pikmin 4 is awesome. If you're not playing Pikmin 4, though, whatever you're playing, I still hope you're having a fun time. Hi, Bridge of Hylia again. Wait, what's the timestamp? That might be important step first. An hour, 53 minutes. Hi, Bridge of Hylia. This puzzle is the exact same as before, except it's in a slightly different location, which makes it completely different. You found me! Bye-bye! And down in this area, there's going to be a tree next to the beach, and you climb to the toppy tip of the tree. There's going to be an acorn, and that acorn looks very suspicious. Where are your secrets? Where is your master? The way I said that made me think of the beginning of Force Unleashed when Darth Vader kills Starkiller's dad, and he's like, I sent someone far more powerful nearby. Where is your master? He was texting me while making videos. Wasn't there a thing recently where, like, Darth Vader, they added a bunch of Star Wars content to Fortnite, and they had Darth Vader in the game, but, like, because it's an AI voice thing, people like tricked him into saying not things that Vader shouldn't ever say. It's kind of amusing. I don't play Fortnite enough to really care about all that stuff, but the Star Wars stuff does look kind of cool. I'm not going to deny that Star Wars stuff does look really cool. I have a friend who's like super into Sabrina Carpenter, and when she saw that she was in Fortnite, she was like, I need to get Sabrina Carpenter right now! That's kind of how I was when Warcraft was announced, because, like, Tomb Raider is one of my favorite games of all time, so when I saw Lara Croft was in Fortnite, I was like, okay, you know what? I'll buy this. This is the one microtransaction game that I'll purchase. And it was a little disappointing because I was expecting a little bit more, but I know it's just a character skin, but it really felt more like I was playing as a cosplay of Lara Croft and not actually Lara Croft. Yeah, but anyway, now we're moving on towards this next one. And this next one is actually pretty nice because it's right next to a shrine. So, like, it's really right over here. Like, this is what I was saying earlier in the stream video thingy, where when I was saying all the Koroks in the lake region are so close to one another, it's really nice. I was dreading this one, and now that I'm thinking about it, I think what I might actually dread in the future is when we eventually get around to doing the Hebrew region. Because, man, those ones are far apart, and it's going to be annoying to navigate. That's going to be a fun time when we get there. Can we get out of the tree? Can we get out of the tree? Wait, where's this one actually? Okay, what do my notes say? What do the magical all-knowing notes say? Okay, there is a tree with a ball and chain thing. There it is. Okay, I'm an idiot. Alright, so, yeah. Next to this shrine right here, let's be more specific. The Pumag Nitai Shrine. A minor test of strength. Yeah, next to this one is a ball and chain in a tree. I said a ball and chain in a tree. Can you go into the tree, pretty please? I'm asking nicely. Ah! Where did you come from? Okay. Take 5003. Can we get the stupid Korok? That's all I'm asking. That's all I want for Christmas. Alright. We did it. Korok number 40! Yay! Alright. So I think that's going to be a good place to wrap things up for tonight. We've been going for about 2 hours now. That's about the time frame that I was thinking of for the stream. We got an insane amount of Koroks. That was epic. I'm really happy with how this progress is turning out so far. So we definitely will be able to get the last of the ones in the lake region in the next video. So I don't know exactly when that's going to be. I'm going to try for next week. I don't know an exact date yet, but be sure to keep an eye out for my BlueSky. Because I'll be posting stream updates on there. And in the near future, we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wii Sports. And Breath of the Wild will also go back to regular uploads pretty soon, because we're going to be starting up the Champions Ballad pretty soon. It's going to be super epic and awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching tonight's Gator stream. And next time, Lady Gator to you. Oh yeah.